Welcome to Salt Lake City for day 2 of the 2018 Utah Jazz Summer League. And the first game of the night will match the Atlanta Hawks and the San Antonio Spurs here on NBA TV. Las Vegas in the heat of the desert, and we're underway.
Day off tomorrow, that means you can play a little golf.
A little golf on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Atlanta, led by Lloyd Pierce, hired May 11th for Mike Budenholzer, who was out. And a 2-ball down Dorsey out of Oregon, second rounder a year ago. A couple of weeks ago, he had 10 points and 7 rebounds in that loss to the Utah Jazz last night. Beautiful move back inside Antonius Cleveland out of Southeast Missouri State.
So many undrafted players. And this just might be...
And he panic buttons, but everything that was a concern coming in is what showed up last night. Then you go back to the fact that in college, great move by John Collins, is that he shot only 36% in February and March and below 30% from 3 when teams got a little more used to him on the in the college game. So it should be interesting to see how it's remarkable.
Trae Young finds some space, but it's closed in a hurry as the Spurs get back.
Now, possibly going to lose a star player here. It's the second time they've been able to make that pass there.
Last night is they got run a little bit, but there are plays where you can tell they've clearly played together.
3 ball up and down. Knocks it off the iron, and here comes the Spurs. Derek White wastes no time, buries it. I'd say that's a confident player.
It can be very, very hard. You almost have to be a special player to make that jump and be very special in this league.
White again from 3, but you know what? Gibson hit double digits. And here in the first quarter. Nice move inside. Big fella scores the 2. White again, front court. Fresh on the floor, Eubanks just checked in as well, and Eubanks with a nice hook shot. Derek White has scored 11 of the last 13 points for San Antonio.
Maybe he had 15. He had 15 points at the half.
He's played 2 years in the G League. He's had enough, right? He wants to be on an NBA roster full time, reaching up and in. Nice move inside.
Nice to hit that on cue, but it didn't happen.
Had a look, that time a telegraph pass. And Putney flies up and in. Raphael Atlanta picks it off. Jock Landell in out of St. Mary's College. He's from down under, Australian. Shot corner 3. Trying to throw down a 3. Nice rebound up high. Dorsey, 5-point first quarter. And then puts it down. Last in the Eastern Conference. And they do have a lot of young players, a lot of high draft picks the last couple of seasons, and we'll see how it all comes together under the direction of Lloyd Pierce, the new head coach. That drought now is 10 consecutive misses by Atlanta. And the Spurs hit that corner. Trae Young went into the paint, blocks. Has just perfected that high knuckleball, dead ball floater.
Yeah, and I think that he just didn't get that ball up high enough.
2% overall.
And right now they're 2 of 18.
White around and out, rebound.
Nice block.
Brema missed one right on top of the rim.
I think Collins here.
Speed. It's also a complicated in the NBA, very complicated offensive defense. You think it's just the pick and roll or setting the screen, but
players have to be concerned with is that you're a pretty good player, but every player in this who gets to this level has a scrapbook just like you do. I have no comment about that three, huh?
And held his ground, and now just sank a couple of free throws. Here's Young, reaches up, just missed the layup, but the putback's good. John Collins at 6'10". Final seconds. Ledbetter working the wing, kick it out straight away. Jefferson got the 3. Jefferson out of Baylor, good shot for 6'9". At the buzzer, that may go.
Yes,
they're going to count it. Good hustle, good San Antonio owning the boards. Corey by Jefferson.
Soccer players have pretty good footwork, don't you think?
Used baseball skills.
Yes, with that bullet pass bullet skip pass anyway, from one side of the floor to the other.
Young has his shot blocked. Transition bucket, blocking foul with Metu. So the two bigs have kind of gone toe-to-toe a little bit here tonight. Collins on top, and he throws some frustration out on the rim as he was able, Booter, to get around Derek White. Adams slips that pass down low. Collins on a pivot. Tough shot down. I love his footwork, Ron. Yeah. Really like his footwork.
Great footwork.
It becomes valuable if he can act quickly down the post.
Yeah, quickly also, David, because a lot of times that comes late in the shot clock, you know, and the defense is working.
That too. Beautiful stroke. Long two inside. Boy, get out of here as Blossingame blocked that shot. I guess you take a chance, but you also realize that Kerr, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, and Steph. Drew Eubanks at 6'10". That ball comes loose, picked up. Got a wide open lane. Should be an easy bucket. It is. And Orlando down, right in traffic. Landale now slips inside. He'll take it up and off the rim. So two big plays down low. Got it back and one. I tell you, those second opportunities, you get an offensive rebound.
Worth a gamble. And Spurs certainly would prefer trading him anywhere but to the Los Angeles Lakers.
What? Were you surprised that Paul George stayed in Oklahoma? But last time I checked, he didn't shoot very well that night in a fairly important game. It hasn't been talked about because so much of that fell on Russ. So maybe that's the comfort zone that Russ gives him.
Gets a screen from Landale, and I'd say that's just a great adjustment. Ledbetter.
I don't know what you think about Ledbetter, but he's involved in everything.
Just a gamer.
Yeah, he just absolutely.
13 points on 6 shots. And then Zach Smith just
actually turned out to struggle in the NBA. If you're not dominating at like ages, so Trae Young at 19 at Oklahoma was, at 18 was completely dominant, that were top 10 picks and did not materialize to their draft position over the years. There is a pretty regular script of players, nice move by Trae Young, who reached their draft position, or at least succeeded at the level that they were drafted.
Easy bucket.
The knock on younger players is that they really don't know how to play. I mean, they don't know the game as well. Athletically, they do have talent, but for the most part, a couple of years away. I mean, you're going to have your few players every now and then to come back.
Right, but they can. That's why, frankly, kids should just be able to come out of high school so that they can get better.
Yeah, that's the debate of student athlete. As Spellman hits a three
in the NBA.
Brema scores his third bucket here in the quarter. Atlanta, that stops an 8-0 run by the Hawks. And inside, there's what Trae Young is known for. He can get on top and go inside. Also a three-point shooter. He's got 10, Booner. A 10-point game after a scoreless first quarter and a 4-point half. He can shoot the ball. Stolen.
Great steal.
Trae Young, and a little left-hand reverse.
Derek White, so he couldn't block his shot. But I thought he made a difficult pass. I mean, difficult shot. But he couldn't have it easy.
About certain calls, and they were really honest. Sometimes they said the refs missed the call. Other times they said, hey, that's a 50-50 hard one to call. They gave great descriptions.
And I totally agree with you. Absolutely. Players are getting much, much better.
The pace of the play.
And I'm going to admit that I was one of them that kind of enjoy baiting the officials into making the wrong call.
Of course.
Be the first to push the button.
Ledbetter to Jefferson. Just over a minute left. That three has been going down. Putney's got it nice. This one's about in the books. And the Spurs put 103 on the board against Atlanta. They jumped to 1-1, as I mentioned, and the Atlanta Hawks jumped to 0-2 in the preseason, or pardon me, in the summer league here in Salt Lake. So they lose by 22 tonight, lost by 15 last night to Memphis.